losing fat, getting ripped, and becoming a better martial artist. Hey, welcome back, Grasshopper. I haven't spoken to you in a little while. My son hanging out. I'm in my little new office space. I got my work desk located in a different area of the house. So if the background looks a little different, sorry, all right? But when it comes to losing fat, getting ripped, becoming a better martial artist, let's talk on it. Now, for all of my subscribers, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate all of you. You know, the YouTube's been growing. A lot of you post some questions. I'm slowly like shifting through everything and, just trying to answer everything. There's questions and comments on like older videos that I posted last year. Comments coming in from the post I make, Instagram. I mean, it's a lot to go through. But do know, even though I don't read your comment, I'm trying to get to all of them, and I appreciate all of you. So when it comes down to it, I made a post about being lost. I had the picture of Lee Mubai from Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon. He was standing on the bamboo and he was fighting against the girl. I forgot the girl's name in the movie, but she was this very rambunctious spirit and she just wanted to be the best. And Lee Mubai, the main character, one of the main characters, he wanted to teach her, like, you have good moves, but you just don't have like the deeper discipline and the secrets to the technique. And he could teach her because he was the best. He was the master with the green destiny sword. And within that post, I mentioned that Lee Mubai was kind of he was this great warrior. Everybody knew who he was. Everybody came to love him. He had this crazy life of just being this warrior, and he felt like something was missing. He went to go meditate in the mountains, and he was trying to find bliss. But when he got there, basically, through meditation, it was just emptiness. Now, the one thing that pointed out to me in the movie, as I said in the post, when it comes down to it, everything comes down to love. To love. Like, no matter what you're doing, even if you're trying to be a professional fighter, make all of this money, you're just trying to seek love. So in the movie, it was evident, he went to the mountains. His partner, another lady, she was like, "Oh, how was your mountain training? I heard you were trying to look for bliss." And he explained to her, "I couldn't find it. Couldn't find it. I just found emptiness." And, they would talk and they would get kind of intimate and they had a thing for each other. But because they were two warriors, they couldn't really, there was a blockage there. They couldn't express that feeling they had for one another until the ending of the movie where he basically died. Then he kind of expressed to her how he really felt about her. And that really caught my eye, like he had this life of a warrior, this great warrior. Everybody in that province was trying to be this guy, but he was empty. And what he wanted was just love. So I made that post and I came to, I always knew the answer was love. All this trying to get ripped, trying to get better as a martial artist, creating my YouTube, it's all about love. I knew what it was. Just on that day, it really hit me. For a lot of you, you guys know, I started lion dancing. And lion dancing, to be honest, has taken a toll over my mind and my heart. A lot of my athleticism, the skills that I pertain throughout my life through fighting, through everything, through fitness, I'm able to express it through lion dancing. It's almost like fighting. Like, we practice. And then when we do a performance, like there's a big crowd. I mean, crowds. We just did one of the members, this kid, I'm so proud of him. he had a birthday party, and the line dance performance was specifically for him. But once you start banging on this drum, the cymbals, it's so loud and it's so crazy that everybody in the mall just ended up coming around us and just watching. So it's almost like a fight. I was kind of put on center stage, me, my daughter, and one of the other kids that I train with. I don't like to say practice because we train hard. It's like we sweat, we go through the ringer. But like big crowds come, they kind of watch us, and I've been getting deeper and just being able to have heart to hearts with the instructors, the people who lead the group, the people who are like currently the forefront members of the group, and then there's me, the new guy. And now, because of my ability to just push and like practice extremely hard, they kind of see the type of individual I am. And I really have fun. I have fun with it. And they've been giving me opportunities to kind of mentor the kids coming in, because we have little kids, like kids who are like 6 to like my daughter is 11, wide range. But we have one part of the class that's mainly just kids and beginners. They let me jump in, help out with the kids. And now, if you hear something banging, that's my son. But now, so we had this big performance, really big. It was a parade, like a really big parade in the Waikiki Strip. If you're familiar with Hawaii, Waikiki is like the Vegas, I guess, so to say, of Oahu. And it's a long strip. It's about a mile. We had this big parade, lots and lots of people. And so the parade was on Sunday. Our practices are normally on Saturday. On that Saturday, there was a bunch of new kids that came in, and they needed to get prepared for this big performance on Sunday, the parade. So I helped one of the main instructors with the kids, and like there was a brother and sister and this other kid. These 3 kids kind of stood out to me. They were a little older. I think they're like 9 and 10. And they're very they were just excited. It was their first class, and I had to teach them how to go in the lion head, how to switch out, how to communicate like almost silently with your partner, so you guys can rotate. When you're in the lion head, somebody got to tap you on the back, boom, you lift it up, then you switch out. And to do that, it takes a lot of coordination, takes a lot of time. You add the drumming in, like it almost like kids get lost because you can't hear anything. The thing is just like bang, boom, 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 and like everything's going so fast. But this brother and sister and this other kid, I instructed them, and they got it down pat. It's easy for me to kind of like, because I'm really in tune with line dancing now. It's really easy for me to kind of relay information in a very basic form to kids, so they caught on like really quickly, and I could see the spark in their eye. Like I taught them the basics, or the instructor, and I helped the instructor just lay out the basics with switching, how to walk with the head, how to move it. And from there, because they were catching on so fast, I showed them some little footwork moves, and they were catching it fast, and they were really excited. And I told them, I was like, you know what? This first performance is going to be extremely big. It's a parade. Big. My first performance was at a birthday party of like 300 people. This parade is thousands upon thousands, and you walk a whole mile. Like the parade, I think we walked for like from end to end, took like 2 hours, almost like an hour and a half, because we would like walk slowly, stop, kind of play with the crowd. It was massive parade. And I told them, the kids' parents, I was like, this is gonna be a kind of big performance. But they kind of got it down. As we're doing the parade, I'll probably coach them here and there. I'll be doing the line dance. I made some videos. I'll be doing the line dance, and when I come out, I'll try and coach them. And so the day of the parade came. They saw all the people, they saw the team like suited up, they saw all the lions, and they were like really extremely excited. And as we were going, they were really in tune with it, especially the girl. She's about 9. Please excuse me. The community I live in, the maintenance guys are cutting grass. So if you hear like noise in the background, it's like nuts outside. My son is downstairs playing with his toys. It's all right. But the girl and the brother, I think she's like 9. The brother is younger. I think he's about, I would have to say 5 or 6. But so my daughter is 11. I told the girl who's about, I think she's about 9. I was like, okay, this is my daughter. She's really good. She's going to be on your team. And while she's playing head and she plays the tail, just kind of watch her footwork, get used to it. When you come out the line, watch my daughter, how she plays with it, how she like feeds the crowd. You'll kind of get a sense, you'll catch on, and you'll be able to like hit some moves, like look really cool with it. And as we were doing the parade, I was in the line head. I would tail for some of my other partners, and then as I would come out, I would see the girl, and she was playing. The brother, same thing. I would see him play. They had the biggest smile on their face, and like I knew when I did my first performance, it like blew my mind. Like even though it was a party of like 300 people, I was like just the energy, the atmosphere, and our group playing the drums, and like we're over here playing the lion, and all the guests are just like, oh, they're just so amazed by it. These kids played a parade with like thousands of people, so they were like just smiles. And getting back to the story with love, that really, it warmed my heart. With all these videos you see, the way I train, it gets pretty fucking nuts. Like in order for me to look the way I look, jump rope the way that I do, shadow box, there's a form of violence there that resonates deep in here, in the corazon, And I forgot at one point how it is to just enjoy this thing. Dude, I had like a mental, like, not a brain fart, but just summoning up the feeling, of love. And, when I saw these kids and knowing, I don't want to like take any credit, but I was like the direct line for these kids, the girl, her brother, and this other kid that kind of gave them the instruction. And when they utilized it at the performance, I was like standing as a proud teacher. And it really opened my eyes to how much I gotta just step my fucking game up, man. Please excuse me. It really warms my heart to know that, a lot of the sacrifice, the hard work, the training, the diet. Dude, I don't have to kill myself to look like this. I have the skills. I can just put clothes on and, make these YouTube videos. You guys see the skills, but, to really like be this leader for you folks, I put in that extra work, And when it comes to getting ripped, becoming a better martial artist, we all got to understand that a lot of the sacrifice that we're doing, the hard work that we're putting in, it's going to be the roadmap for the next generation. So now, when I see the joy on these kids' faces, I get all the messages off of YouTube, Instagram. It really solidifies in my head that, I went the right path. And, before any of this social media stuff, like I was on this crazy warpath just to get ripped and just love myself. I could look in the mirror and just be like, yep, we put in work all day today. And, eventually the inner attributes that I was creating just from being disciplined with diet and working out and pushing myself, it's all going to pay off. The only thing I have in this moment is I can look in the mirror and just be like, yep, we're proud of what we did today. We can't wait to do it again tomorrow. Now, like a year has gone by and I see, the mountain of just lives, I guess, I changed throughout this time. And, I can't take credit for it because I know, in the end, you can watch this video, you can get this spark of inspiration, but it really does come down to you. You guys put in the work. You guys got to eventually just walk the walk. And, when it comes to losing fat, getting ripped, becoming a better martial artist, my philosophy, training, service, kindness. You train hard, you put yourself through the ringer, but you got to understand that people are watching, the next generation. Because I got kids, like, it's easy for me to be a leader and to forego all of this somewhat what we call suffering to just be the best example that I can be. This is not suffering at all. Like, to diet, to know that my son has a good role model to look up to. He can watch all these videos when he gets older. It's like, becomes easy. Knowing that one day my son could jump on YouTube, just Google his dad's name, and he'll be like, damn, my daughters can just Google my name on YouTube, whatever. They'd be like, I remember dad was doing that. Damn, like, dad was a badass motherfucker. So at the end, when it comes to losing fat, getting ripped, becoming a better martial artist, it's extremely easy when you understand, the path that you're taking is gonna be the key for the next generation. All right. And, again, to all of my subscribers, to the Line Dance Club that I joined, I don't know how much of you guys are watching this, but do know, I appreciate all of you guys from the bottom of my heart. There's really, the only way I know I can thank you through action is just to keep gunning it. Just keep progressing myself as a martial artist. Keep putting in the hard work. And just keep leveling all of you guys up, all of my subscribers. Leveling up, trying my best to help everybody at my Lion Dance Club. Helping my family, just doing my best to be my best for everybody else, and just giving you guys the key, man. So when it comes to getting ripped, now, I don't know, I'm not as like shredded out. I mean, I do still have a six-pack. You can still see my abs. I am getting a little bigger. I was telling my line dance teacher, I am trying to put on a little bit of size because I feel like the way that I play, he's bigger than me. He's maybe like, I don't know if he's 6 feet, but he's bigger. And I play with his style, but his style kind of is like, it's like his own style. I researched Hong Kong, like all of these Chinese line dancing everywhere in the world, history and everything. No one plays the way that he does. And a lot of it is based on his physical capabilities. But because, like, personality-wise, energy-wise, we kind of relate, I play, it's not even try, like, it was just natural. He showed me his moves and, like, I kind of picked it up naturally. But because I'm only 5'7", he's maybe like 6 feet, I feel like I'm not big enough to kind of, like, have that same dramatic look the way that he plays it. So I've been slowly putting on some size to see if maybe me getting a little heavier will make a difference. It kind of is, but it's not. It's one of those things, because we got to understand, it's not like boxing where I'm throwing my hands to connect with an external object. Lion dancing is I'm using the lion head to, like, connect with the audience. I'm using this external force. How would you say? I'm wielding this lion head. Unlike with boxing, I'm wielding just my hand or my legs, okay? But because I'm wielding this bigger entity, if I have more weight on me, like if the ratio from lion head to my body weight, I'll be able to, like, it'll just be easier because I'm heavier, So once a week I've been like going all out. I wouldn't say like cheating, but I'll like eat rice, noodles, I'll eat basically like just protein and carbs, which is what most of you guys already eat. For a lot of you guys already know, I do just carnivore, and like once, twice per week, I'll have like I'll have a cheat meal, some Pop Tarts. The kid in our Lion Dance Club, we had a birthday. He had a birthday party. We performed, and the family was so nice. They fed us. They had Panda Express. I had some fried rice, some cake. But obviously, because I work so hard, like I'm consistent on my diet 6 days a week. Like it doesn't really bother me. But I can tell I'm not as like shredded as I used to be. I'm kind of like getting a little smoother. My arms are getting a little bigger. They probably grew like half an inch. I watched some videos back. I'm not as shredded, but I am looking a little fluffier. But when it comes down to it, all right, if you made it this far in the video, losing fat, getting ripped, the way you can kind of structure it is just think about your ideal weight you would like to be extremely ripped at. So for me, like my good weight would be like 150 pounds. So with the carnivore diet, you basically eat 150 grams of protein, of just straight meat. And that's it. If you got like fat on you, just eat what you would like to be at. Let's say if you're like 220, but you would like to be 180 pounds, just all muscle. Just eat 180 pounds, 180 grams of protein, and then everything on the fat, you're just going to use that for energy. Just eat to where you would preserve the muscle. That's all I did. So a lot of guys, like I can tell you like what I eat. Some guys on Instagram, I tell them this is what I eat during the day, and they trip out like you eat so little. But yet I still have maintained my muscle. It's because I basically just eat the protein to preserve my muscles. That's why the muscles don't really go. I use the fat on me for energy. The muscles don't get broken down because I constantly feed it with just steak and ground beef. So if you are like 220 pounds, eat the protein in grams that you would like to be body weight wise. So if you're 220 pounds, you want to be 200 pounds ripped. Okay. Just eat 200 grams of protein. That's going to be a lot of meat, a lot of chicken. Just mix it up. Chicken, beef, steak, and that's it. As far as energy wise, the fat on your body is energy. That's all it is. Fat is nothing bad. Fat is just the body's way of storing energy, because the only way your body really animates itself and has energy to live is from fat. The body does two things. It either uses fat or sugars. Basically, that's what carbs are. When you eat rice and stuff, it just gets broken down into sugars. Your insulin raises, whatever. We can get into the bodybuilding math, but your body uses two sources of fuel: sugar and fat. So if you want to lose the fat, you basically gotta just use it. It's not, I don't want to use the terms losing fat anymore. It's using fat. So if you just eat your body weight that you want to be 180 grams of protein to just hold on to whatever muscle you have, okay? And then the pouches you have around you on your face, whatever, that's going to be used as fuel throughout your day. And you just keep that. So if you're 220 and you want to be 180 pounds, every day, 180 grams of protein. Just keep that. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Split up the 180 grams of protein into breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Keep that diet, those numbers, until you reach 180 pounds. It is that simple. That's simple. Now, because you're only eating to preserve the muscle, everything that you do throughout your day, whether it's walking, typing on the computer, looking around, and then that's all the fat on you, it's going to use that fat, if you want to call it. It's going to go into ketosis. Your body's going to switch on. It's going to use that fat to do all of that, to like move your arms, like I said, look around, grow your hair, grow your fingernails. Once you start adding in exercise, all the fat on your body is going to switch off from just being stored. Then it's going to use that to like help give you energy during a workout. But because you're eating your body weight in protein, it's not gonna lose any muscle. 180 grams, your body weight in grams of protein, it's just gonna preserve everything. All the fat around you, it's gonna be used. And that's the way you do it. And just keep that diet. You don't have to switch anything up. For me, it's easy for me to be extremely intense because I keep things basic. I don't have to think. Steak, 150 grams of either steak, ground beef, pork, what's that called? Chicken. If there's fat on it, like I said, like I don't have too much fat on me. So the fat calories from whatever I eat, dude, I'm just going to burn it up, man. I'm just focused on eating my body weight in protein. That's it. And that's how you do it, dude. And just keep that diet all the way until you see the numbers drop and you look different in the mirror, right? So, eat your body weight in protein. For example, again, I'll use me. I was 180 pounds. Oh, no, I was 200. I was 200 pounds. I knew like my fighting weight was about, walking around was about 155, 150. So I'll eat 150 grams of protein, whether it's steak, ground beef, cheese, chicken, 150 grams of protein. And that's it. The rest of it, I'll just burn off. And I just kept that diet until I got to 150 pounds, which was extremely fast. I lost the weight extremely fast, but that one transformation video.
Play that back, bruh.
That was a 9-month gap. I lost the weight extremely fast, but for the skin to kind of like shrink to my body and to kind of get that really crazy look, took about 9 months. I lost the weight maybe in about, dude, I think it was like almost 3 months. I lost 50 pounds. And then the other 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I had to do the math with my fingers. The other 6 months was just my skin, the fat just being adapted, my body just being adaptive to where like whatever fat I would take in, it would just burn it up, and my skin kind of shrinking, getting tighter. That 6-month gap was just to really transform everything. But in 3 months, I lost the 50 pounds. It was extremely easy because I just stuck to eating 150 grams of protein every day for 3 months. I didn't take a cheat day. I didn't have a carb day. I just ate that diet every day. And now, understanding that all you're trying to do is just love yourself, dude, just do what you got to do, man. Just do what you got to do and understand that my strength, my ability to curb all of that and just stick to a simple ass diet, the strength, the discipline, the willpower to achieve everything I've done. I transfer it through these videos and I give it to you. And when you see me out in public, we have great conversations because the road I took and the energy that I've obtained, the knowledge, the wisdom, I use these videos to make you stronger. That way, yeah, like I said, when we do meet in person, I'm not trying to take anything from you. I'm not trying to take your energy. And because you're on your road of self-improvement, you're not taking anything from me. We are just feeding off each other, all right? And that's the love part. That's, in the end, every martial artist went to war for love. Love of his dynasty, love of his family, love of his clan. Every boxer that wants to be a millionaire, all you guys want all this clout, you're just doing it for love, to love yourself better, to provide a better life for your family. Understand that. It's easy to forgo this suffering when it's for love. And it's not even suffering, dude. Like, I enjoy it. I enjoy this lifestyle. Yes, it is hard, but just being in the moment of training and then seeing the results of training, dude, that's twofold. I love both ends. So it's like I live a pretty good life, man. I'm not always like just I'm not plagued by desires. I really don't need anything. I just need protein and like shorts. I'm not constantly trying to like book vacations, buy stupid shit to make me happy. Dude, I'm extremely happy naked. As long as I get to work out, play with my kids, and eat steak, dude, I'm fine, man. You know? And I feel this is the enlightenment part of every martial artist, of every human being. The ability to just strip away everything. Like, if you want to get biblical, the Garden of Eden. It was Adam and Eve naked in a garden, just eating fruits, not wanting anything, but just to be there. Like, dude, they weren't striving to fucking go buy shit. They weren't, oh, we gotta go here. Oh, maybe this will be fun. We gotta vacate. Oh, we gotta drink this, drink that. Maybe we gotta party. Like, they weren't looking to do anything. But they did want to look for knowledge. So, in the end, everything comes down to love. Losing fat, getting ripped. Getting ripped, you gotta maintain the muscle, whatever you have. So just eat your body weight in protein. That's it. That's how you maintain the leanness. My abs. If I didn't eat that much protein, now, okay, yeah. I know this is a long ass video, but even if I went vegan, plant-based, I would just eat avocados, beans, whatever amount in what's that called? In protein. Same thing. Dude, it doesn't just have to be meat. Like, use your brain and just Google what vegetables and whatever plants, beans that has protein and just fit in the macros, man. And then whatever's left over, let's say like the glucose levels, whatever, that's going to be used as a, what's it called? Energy. You're just going to burn it off. As long as you hit those numbers to maintain some type of muscle in body weight, everything else is just fuel. Period. Okay? So losing fat, getting ripped, becoming a martial artist, it will always come back to love. It'll always come back to love. And just always remember that, all right? That's the conclusion to this long ass rant. Enjoy the rest of your day, and always, always remember, train hard and be kind. Oh, let's go.